Okay, guys, we are back. I didn't get to get any footage because that would have been a little awkward, but they did take pictures and they're supposed to get some emailed out. So if they get some emailed out, I'll try to add some here. But it was nice. It was interesting. Yeah. Made some new people, some potential contacts, and proud of myself for getting out of my comfort zone. In 2026, I tell you what, this doing it scared thing has been pretty interesting. It's kind of like an adrenaline rush to do things that you kind of don't really want to do. People are looking at me. I'm at the light and I have my light on so you guys can see me, but it's interesting. It's kind of like, let's go. What else can I do if I do this scared? When I start putting back the onion and describing to you guys what all I've accomplished, some people may be like, oh, you're able to do X, Y, and Z. Why can't you do this? But you get in your own head sometimes. I'm going to turn the light off so I can drive and be safe. But you get in your own head sometimes. And I literally had to stop. I saw the people sitting there, and it was kind of intimidating at first because the other person that me and this person were coming together hadn't gotten there yet. And I said, okay, lace up your bootstraps. It's time to ride. Let's go. And that's one of my favorite Christian songs, just saying. If you know, you know, right? Which I think I'm about to listen to here shortly. But anyhow, got there and I literally I asked the hostess where the party was that I was sitting at. And so she said there's 2 parties. And I was like, oh, great. Because I really didn't know the people's names. It was a conglomerate of various people working on their 5 to 9. I'll share more later. And anyways, she walked me to where I thought it was going to be. And then the other person was a name I knew I hadn't heard of. So I said, oh, okay, I think that's the party. I said, okay, thank you. She goes, you want me to walk you to there? I said, nope. And I literally turned around and just got my thoughts together, because I have not cultivated, or let me say this, I have not been working my 5 to 9 in a couple months, because November, Thanksgiving, and then you roll into Christmas stuff, and I really wanted to be home and present with the kids, and then you roll into legit Christmas stuff. January was kind of quiet. We did a lot of stuff on Teams, so just had to dust some cobwebs off, and it felt good. It felt really good to be back in action. But I literally just want to be transparent with you guys. I had to step away before I walked in, collect my thoughts, remind myself of who God has created me to be, remind myself of the opportunity that God has given me, and remind myself that I got totally dressed up on a Monday night after working from home all day, left my Tobias, my beloved, and I said, oh, you about to make this work for everyone, Vanessa, because you put clothes on at 5 o'clock on a Monday, 10 minutes early to the event, and it's now 8 o'clock. I said I was just going to stay for an hour and a half. But if you know me, I get to talking one-on-one with people, and I like to hear their stories. And there were some really interesting stories, which no regrets there. And there's some people that I really want to follow up with. And I will do that. It was just small enough to get to really know people. And yeah, so that's what I did. And I'm stopping and talking right now because I realized that I have a 5 o'clock tomorrow that got generated out of this meeting. But that one is definitely from 5 to 6 because the person who I'm meeting with, one of the people has a hard stop at 6, and I was like, no problem. Had to seize the moment. I hate being gone another school night, but it's just from 5 to 6, so I'll leave around 4:30 and be back home about 6:30 because, I mean, where we live is, you get anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes with 5 o'clock traffic. So yeah. So I am excited. I'm proud of myself because Lord knows I did not want to go. So I am going to worship right now. Turn it off. You probably can't even see me, and that's okay. But I'm going to turn this off, get home, and I still have work to do when I get home. Just work that I need to, promises I made to myself to process some thoughts. And I want to make sure I do that because if not, it's going to keep me up. So I need to work on that. So 8 o'clock, should get home by 8:20-ish. And yeah, another wonderful night in the books. February 2nd, 2026. Let's go. So proud of myself. So proud of myself. And I'm proud of you for joining me on this adventure that we're calling life with Manessa. Peace out for now.